honor to be made a companion of the Laurel, and it is surely that. But it is more than that. It is a heavy responsibility that you take upon yourself, not in gladness, but with sobriety and sincerity. The oath you will soon swear will bind you in fealty to crown and kingdom, a fealty to be renewed with each reign, and it is meet and right to understand well what you are about to promise. Every peer must have qualities that are worthy of renown, and every order of peerage, though it has qualities marked as its own, shares elements of those qualities with the other orders of peerage. The order of chivalry is known for the knightly virtues, courage, humility, self-sacrifice, and valor. But no less chivalrous behavior will be expected of you as a peer of the realm. You must endeavor to live as you have until now by the rules of courtesy or gentle behavior. This courtly ideal is to be your guide in your conduct with others, to deal with them justly and fairly, regardless of station, to be gracious and courteous to all, and to be an example to whom others can look. The Order of the Pelican is marked for its outstanding service, but a Master of the Laurel likewise has the responsibility of service, performing to the best of their ability, and then, to that point of performance where sacrifice is required. A peer must want to do good works, must be willing to do them, and will do them more frequently and more extensively than their friends who are not peers. The Order of the Defense, in its embrace of the martial art of the rapier, looks to the code duello for its qualities: vision, quickness, daring, and fortitude, to endure and persevere through all trials. But no less foresight, audacity, or endurance will be expected of you as a Master of the Laurel. You must be gracious and gallant always, letting honor be your guide. The Order of the Laurel is the order most noted for artistry and scholarship. Other peers of the realm are expected to have some small measure of talent or skill, but a Laurel exemplifies this artistic talent to a degree greater than that of the other peers, and greater still than that of the populace at large. Rightly or wrongly, a Laurel is taken as an authority whose words carry considerable weight, and this will be a heavy burden upon you. To accept elevation to the order is to accept these responsibilities. I pray you keep these words in your heart as you prepare for your new status. William is pleased to accept the counsel from those who will wish to provide it. So we would ask, is there a member of the Order of the Laurel who will speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, welcome and honored guests of Caid. My name is Allison Gray of Cranley, Master of the Laurel, called Panda, known as Wendy Lady. And it is my honor to speak for this lost boy. If I may weave a small tale about this gentle peer before our thrones. When I first came to Caid, I crashed your vigil. We did not know each other, and you sat in a tent weaving a belt. Well, we wove the belt. Every one of us who came to his knighting vigil wove the belt he wore and still wears, mistakes and all. And graciously, when it was a mistake that could not continue forward, he kindly, quietly adjusted the cards so that it would stay intact. And this became our friendship, the tale that we continued to weave through the highs, the lows, the lost, the found, the fires of knowledge. He weaves. Nothing goes wasted. It all goes back into his garments. He learns to sew, and things are magnificent. He leads everybody down the path of string, even when we do not like string. And that is his way. So, this is the lost boy. Burned the flaws from his outside and kindled the fire of knowledge within. And in doing so, the lost boy was found in the warp and the weft of the art and science woven strong about him. May the fires illuminate rose evermore from one of your Wendy ladies. Bang-a-ring!
Bang-a-ring!
Is there here a knight who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
I will speak on behalf of this candidate. I am Helgi Hercia Raffafadir, member of the Order of Chivalry of the Society of Creative Anachronism. Gather, all Heimdall's children, and listen to these words I will have written into Weir. I have known Liam since he first found the SCA, and in that time, I have watched him become my brother in arms. But during all of those years, Liam has always held two passions in his heart. We both share the passion of fighting, and Liam has inspired me with his passion for the string. This is your great virtue, my friend. The resilience to struggle, to find balance with oneself. And I thank you very much for all the inspiration you have shared with me.
Is there a companion of the Pelican who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
I would speak. I am Paul Fitzdennis, companion of the Pelican and of the Laurel. And your majesties, this man vexes me. He vexes me in at least two ways. One is that we do not see each other often enough, for life often intervenes in our plans. And that is at least in part my fault. But the other way that he vexes me is that every time we do meet, he is a better and more skilled and more wonderful version of himself. In everything that he does, he cannot stay still. This man moves always forward. And what vexes me about that is that it challenges me to do the same. And I do not know that I can work as hard as this man. As a companion of the Pelican, those are hard words for me to say. And he is, without doubt, my peer.
Is there here a companion of defense who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
Your Majesties, I would speak. My name is Magister Simon Montgomery de Lissau. I am from the Kingdom of the West. I have known this most excellent citizen of yours for many years through his travels through our lands. I could not be happier that you have recognized him this way. We as human beings make mistakes. The mark of a peer is how we learn and also then teach others to avoid said same mistakes. This man is an embodiment of inspiration, as you have heard. He is joy on the field. He is joy in his heart. The way he shares his knowledge and his love for what we do is tantamount. And I could not be happier for him to be recognized for this day as the peer that I know him to be.
Is there here a companion of the Rose who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
Your Majesties, I will. Nice to make me go last.
We saved the best.
To address your populace. Good populace, I am Helga from the West. I am a knight, I am a pelican, but first and foremost, right now, I am a rose. And this man is very, very mean, making me go last after those speakers. You already have heard his virtues. Many of you already know him. I do not need to boast for this man. I do not need to tell you of his deeds. So instead, like I did years ago for his knighting, I will challenge him once again. I I said at your knighting, you will kneel before your crown once more, and then probably again. He has no quit. As a rose, this is paramount to me, because the rose is actually one of the most vulnerable of our peerages. Following the arts, our roses do not know what they get into until they are there. Our students of the arts do not know how harsh their path can be. For judgment can crush somebody or build them up. So what I say to you now, Liam, is be the peer that builds the community around you that we all wish we had on our path. Be that next generation. Do the thing that was forgotten for you until you found your own path. Find the lost boys. Bring them to you and bring them home to this society. Make them have a place. You've already done it for so many of us, and you have reminded so many of us that we had a home. I am a better rose because you exist. Now find the next generation and create them. Bangarang!
Bangarang!
As a rose, I met Liam at a fighter practice. Sorry. He was so young and was so brash and so ready to be all the things at the same time, all at once.
Checklist. Yes, sir.
And he started with the fighting and took off. His chivalry was there and his honor was there and he was awesome at it and he started teaching other people. Then he wanted to know about strength. I do not do card reading. I barely do inkle reading. But because we had a connection and I lived close, I lent him my inkle loom and started him down that path that I had no idea was going to skyrocket the way it did. None at all. So it's my fault. I'm sorry. But you started it out and then said, what else? And I said, I don't know, but I know who does. And I introduced you to 3 of the best weavers I knew. And you studied from each one of them and took that knowledge and then found fighters that didn't have an art and showed them that they could do something with string. Even if it was just a little something and kind of looked like a wiggly flatworm, it was still something with string. And one of the things that I found so endearing in you was your seeking to share your knowledge with other people. Thank you.
William, quite mindful of your achievement and service to our realm and responsive to the wishes of your peers, we are minded to create you a masterable Laurel. Will you accept from us this honor and the badge of your achievement, and will you swear fealty to this, our crown and realm?
Will you, to the best of your ability, continue your quest of the artistic excellence as you most surely have until now, and seek to increase your labor and talents nobly as befits a nobleman, and to train any dependents you may have to do likewise, as far as within your powers?
Let the scroll be read.
Greetings to all gentles and nobles of the known world, unto whom these presents shall come, from King Wilhelm and Queen Larissa of the sovereign realm of Caid. The excellence and endeavors of our subject, William Ulfson, in the area of weaving, have moved us, after consultation with members of the order, to elevate him to the most noble order of the Laurel of the Society for Creative Anachronism, on the 7th day of October, AS 58, being the 2023rd year of the Common Era. We affirm by these letters patent his exclusive right to bear arms following, that is to say, vert, 3 wolf's head erased conturning or. As a further token of our esteem, we grant him the privilege of displaying above his shield, in whole or in part, the achievement proper to the order, to wit, a wreath of laurel vert set upon a silver helmet, with mantling vert doubled o'er, in testimony whereof we set our hand and caused the great seal of Caida fixed. Wilhelm, Rex Caidus, Larissa, Regina Caidus. We would ask at this time to bring forth the medallion.
Your Majesties, if I may. So, at my elevation a very, very long time ago, I was given this medallion by Master Giuseppe. And it is my wish to pass it along today to my first apprentice. I haven't hung it on a string. You'll see why in a few.
I have a second medallion for Liam. This has no lineage. It is brand new, gifted to you. Create your line and your legacy with this new medallion.
William, take from our hands this token of your achievement and our esteem.
Please bring forth the corp of the order. Cope. Excuse me.
Make him warmer.
Because of your chili.
As this coat folds you in warmth, so does the Order of the Laurel enfold you in companionship.
Henceforth be Master William in this our realm.
Place your hand within their Majesty's hands, so that you may recite the oath of fealty. Here do I swear by mouth and hand fealty and service to the crown and kingdom of Caida. To speak and to be silent. To do and to let see. To come and to go. To serve and to teach. In such matters as concern this realm. In need or in plenty. In peace or in war. In living or in dying, until the crown depart their throne, or death take me, or the world end. So say I.
And this do we hear, Master William, and we for our part swear fealty to you and to all your household, to protect and defend you,
Every creature,
with all our power, until we depart from the throne, or death take us, or the world end. So say we, Wilhelm, Queen of Ladies.
so say we, Larissa, Queen of Ladies.
Your Majesties, if you might interrupt for a moment. Although the order cope will continue to enfold you, however, it doesn't seem quite appropriate for your persona. And however, it strangely enough does seem to, yes, in fact, I think that would be lovely. So for those who don't know, yes, he wove his own laurel coat. I think this is where it's going on.
No. So now that you're extra hot and warm and cozy,
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Congratulations, Master Wilhelm.
For the newest companion of the Order of the Laurel, 3 cheers. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
they have your